Fleet airplane. Campbell. It's been a long time, Snake. Snake, didn't expect to see you again. Drink? Got scotch. Single malt, straight up, and neat. If I remember right. That you do. This house? Built it myself. Didn't know you were a carpenter. You know, it's already been 3 years since you left. How's Alaska been treating you? Colonel, did you come all the way out here with the cavalry to make small talk with me? Ellipses. Trouble, huh? The world is on a brink of nuclear holocaust. We came to request your help. Request? As if I have the choice of to refuse. You do. I know too well that you can't be ordered or coerced. But you'll say yes. Because you need to. Let me tell you about it first. A week ago, a CS Galaxy transport plane on a classified mission to South America vanished. Terrorists, of course. But the problem is what was carrying. Nuke. Yes, and some. It was Metal Gear. What? Nuclear-capable bipedal armored vehicle designed to realize the possibility of nuclear strikes from anywhere on the planetary surface. The devil's candy of mass destruction to change the meaning of nuclear warfare. And it was on that plane. But yes, you destroyed Metal Gear in Outer Haven 7 years ago. But the US government recognized the strategic advantages of Metal Gear and secretly extracted the data from Outer Heaven. The development continued just under a different flag. The South American hop was probably for a field exercise. Christ. Metal Gear's researchers were also on board. The idea of Metal Gear in terrorist hands goosed Washington into finding out its new location in just a week. Came in today, where Gindra, Central Africa, fairly small. I heard there was a civil war going on, an armed uprising by separatist ethnic minority, and that peacekeeping troops were deployed. So the Hermit keeps up with the news. Metal Gear is in the hands of the armed separatists. Group Gindra Liberation Front, commonly referred to as the GLF. Their leader is General Augustine Ugabon, charismatic and armed to the teeth. They operate out of a virtually impregnable fortress. Galuade, in the mountains. Neither the Gindran government nor the UN can get to them. We also have intel that they have recently hired several top-class mercenaries as consultants. We suspect that the mercenaries executed the Metal Gear hijacking. So they plan to win their independence by threatening nuclear strikes with Metal Gear. Snake, come with me to Gindra. We need you. We need the legend. Don't call me that. I know all the names for a killer. And that's one of them. A military dictatorship in possession of Metal Gear. Damn it, you know they won't hesitate to push that button. And millions will die. Colonel, I'm not in Foxhound anymore. You're saying you won't go? Why can't you leave me alone? Alaska is quiet, and my life is good. You won't change your mind? No. Even if I tell you that the fortress, Galuade, GLF's home base, was once called Outer Haven? What? The very same place where you went to war 7 years ago, destroyed Metal Gear, and became the legend. Is there a connection? I don't know. But the fact is, there is Metal Gear in Outer Heaven. You believe in coincidence? I believe in conspiracy. And you want me to find out. I'm asking you to join me. If the past is at your heels, you turn around and face it. Am I wrong? Ellipses. End it, once and for all. It's all back there, in Outer Heaven. Tell me about this mission. Your mission is to infiltrate the fortress, Galuade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete. Steve Gardner, the National Security Advisor, is in command of this mission. Gardner himself? America's best kept secret just got hijacked and may be used in a terrorist attack. Who else? A national crisis, in fact. A global one, I'd say. And one more thing. The Army's Delta Force is already in Galuade. Carry out the mission in concert with them. Whose bright idea was this? John Parker, Army Chief of Staff. Top Army brass, huh? Metal Gear's development was under Army supervision. Control. They of course want to do something about it. The situation themselves. In addition, more people will serve as your backup personnel via the codec. First, Mei Ling, Awfully young. Doesn't look like a soldier to me. PhD candidate at MIT. Incidentally, she developed the new radar and codec system you'll be using. She'll be in charge of mission logs, saving as well. When you have a question about the radar or the codec, or need to log in, contact her at frequency 140.196. Brian McBride, Africa Desk, Director of Operations, Central Intelligence Agency. CIA. Don't look so disgusted. McBride effectively planned this mission, and has expert knowledge of the Gendron affairs. Ask him about Mission GLF or Gendron environment if you need to. Frequency is 141.52. Bernard Leisenbrink, alias Weasel, a mercenary. I've heard of him. Word is he's about as trustworthy as a weasel. But he's good. Some say as good as Solid Snake the Legend. So why isn't he working the field on this? 1. The US government apparently has more trust in you. I doubt that. Anyways, Weasel's a player in the mercenary circle. He's well up on soldiers of fortune from all over the world. And we know that the GLF contracted some major ones. If you run across a live one, get Weasel on the codec. He'll have something useful for you. I have field control of this mission. Frequency is 140.85. If anything happens, contact me as soon as possible so I can stay on top of it. Colonel, didn't you retire from Foxhound 2 years ago? Why this mission? No one can carry this mission out but you. I was only called in because I know you well. And that's all? I also have a score to settle with the past. We all have our shadows, Snake. Snake, we have arrived over the outer heaven. Galuade. Ready to descend. We're counting on you. I know. It's all back here. Metal Gear Solid. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, dum. This is Snake, Colonel. Can you hear me? Successful Halo landing. I see. Nothing like skydiving at dawn. Present location, 3 kilometers south of Fortress as planned. Heavy security, sentries ahead. Snake, make sure you stay out of the stay out of their sight. Watch the radar to keep track of enemy movements. I'll go over it again, just in case. See the radar at the top, right? The large dot is you. The others are enemies. Troops. Got it? Once you've been detected by the enemy, the radar will be non-operational. Be careful. Your mission is to infiltrate Galuade. Work with the Delta Force to rescue the researchers and destroy Metal Gear. Orders relayed via the codec. My frequency is 140.85. Call if anything turns up. To use the codec, just press select and then start. When a call sounds, push the select button to receive. Raise me on frequency 1496 when you need to. Save. First, get to the front of the fortress. America's here to save the day. Metal Gear? Cut northward, through the jungle. You're in. Roger that. Metal Gear. Metal Gear, you knew? Metal Gear is one of the most top secret black projects. How did you know that? What's that? Hold on, I need to step away for a second. refill my drink. Rank terrible. There it is. Metal Gear Solid.